The story begins in 1991. A corn factory is shown with a huge cornfield in front of it. Inside the factory, a group of kids is having a party. One girl finds a clown in the box toy. When she turns the handle, a clown pops out right away. She throws it away and runs into the cornfield. Her friend follows her, but when he sees her, he's shocked. She's covered in blood and vomiting. As he tries to leave the field, a clown suddenly appears behind him and stabs him in the stomach with an axe, then hangs his body above the cornfield. The scene cuts to black. Now we jump to about a year later. Queen has moved to this town with her father to start fresh. Her mother died from a drug overdose, so they left behind their old house and the painful memories there. Their new home seems fine, but right across the street is a huge, burned-down corn factory, which shocks Queen. Her mood shifts a bit. She's getting ready for school and thinks about telling her dad that a boy named Ron had visited their home. Ron, their neighbor, had only come by to say that if they ever needed anything, they shouldn't hesitate to ask. Queen's dad then asks Ron to show her the way to school. Turns out Ron goes to the same school. On the way there, Ron tells her that their corn factory burned down just last month. It caused huge losses to the town, because the cornfield is massive and people here earn their living from it. While they're talking, a car zooms past them. Ron points out that it's Cole and his gang, the spoiled kids of the town and school. He warns her to stay away from them. When Queen gets to class, she finds out she's in the same class as Cole. That day, Cole and his friends had made silly posters to mock the teacher. They even stuck them on everyone's assignments and made fun of him during class. The teacher got angry and punished the whole class, including Queen, even though it was just her first day. After class, Queen asks the group why they behaved like that. Cole replies that they don't usually make fun of teachers, but this one always picks on students for no reason, so they were just getting back at him. Queen then asks when the spring celebration takes place, saying she's heard a lot about it. Cole tells her it was started by his dad, who happens to be the town's mayor. Spring Day is just a few days away. On that day, everyone dresses up as clowns and eats corn-based foods. Cole's friend shows them a YouTube video he made. It was staged during last year's Spring Day. In the video, one of their friends pretends to be terrified while a clown chases him. And in the end, the clown catches him and kills him, all part of the prank. That one video got him 65,000 subscribers. Cole's friend explains that since then, they've been doing horror pranks every spring day and filming them for YouTube, and their videos go viral. Later, Queen shows the video to her dad while they're sitting in a cafe. She notices something odd. The older people in town don't seem to like the younger crowd. Even the hotel owner is polite to her dad, but treats him coldly. A little later, the chef also comes over and warns Queen's dad not to let her hang out with Cole and his group because they're badly behaved. Meanwhile, Queen wants to join them for a party, so she lies to her dad, saying she's been with their neighbor Ron all day. The group heads to the abandoned corn factory to party. While they're there, Queen tells them that the sheriff had told her dad they were secretly operating the place, but Cole denies it. He says they only come here to party. That's why people make assumptions. Then one guy from the group goes to the restroom, and when he returns, he's seriously injured, bleeding all over and claiming he was shot. Queen panics and tries to run, but another guy from the group suddenly lunges at her. She's terrified. But then they all start laughing and reveal it was just a prank. They were filming her reaction. The joke went too far, so even Cole apologizes. But Queen tries to stay chill and says it's okay. As they talk more, Queen opens up about her mom's death. Cole gets quiet. His sister died the same way, from a drug overdose. When Queen gets home, her dad is furious. She came back with Cole, even though he'd clearly told her to stay away from him. Turns out it had already caused trouble at school too, which Queen had tried to hide. But the principal called her dad and told him everything. After getting yelled at badly, Queen runs to her room and cries. Then she gets a message from Cole's friend. It's the prank video. But while watching it, Queen notices something weird. As the boy is putting on the clown costume, there's a real clown standing behind him. She immediately tells Cole's friend about it. He watches the video and is confused too. Just then, his doorbell rings. He checks. No one's there, but there's a gift box on the porch. When he opens it, a clown jumps out of the box. And in the next second, the real clown appears. Before he can react, the clown stabs him in the neck. The blade goes from bottom to top. Then the clown stomps him to death. The next morning, we see Cole getting scolded by his dad, who's also the town's mayor, because of something that happened at school. Cole argues that the teacher was being unfair too. The mayor explains to Cole that the teacher lost his brother in the corn factory fire. So if he seems harsh, it's because he's grieving. But still, Cole was in the wrong. Cole gets frustrated and storms out. That day also happens to be the Spring Day celebration. Everyone in town is dressed up and excited. Queen is especially looking forward to it. She wants to film everything. At one point, Cole lifts her up on his shoulders so she can get a better view, while the rest of his friends spread out to record more videos. A parade is happening as part of the celebration. A giant clown float is part of the parade, holding a corn cob in its hand. Mini models of the corn factory and cornfields are also on display. A boy dressed as a clown is performing tricks for the crowd. But then, by accident, a small explosive falls into the cornfield display. It catches fire. Everything starts to fall apart. Even the big clown float collapses. Panic breaks out, and the crowd goes into a stampede. The mayor is furious. Although Cole and his friends weren't responsible, the police think it was their prank and arrest them. It's only Queen's second day in the city, and she ends up in jail. Her dad comes to bail her out and is furious. He doesn't let her explain anything and puts all the blame on her. He had bought her a car, but now, because of this incident, he tells her he'll give it to her later. Meanwhile, elsewhere, one of Cole's group members is at home working out. Suddenly, the clown sneaks up behind him and slips a sharp blade under the weights. But when he tries to rack them, the clown grabs his arms and forces the weights down. The blade slices into his body with full force. He dies instantly. That night we see Queen again. She gets a message from Cole. He's outside and wants to take her out. Queen hesitates, afraid of her dad, but Cole reassures her that he'll get her back by morning, so she agrees to go party with him. On the way, they bump into Queen's neighbor Ron, who's coming back from hunting. Cole invites him to join the party, and Ron says he'll come after dinner. At the party, Queen is enjoying herself. Nearly every kid from town is there, except for two of their group members. People do notice they're missing, but assume they're just caught up with something. No one bothers to check if they're okay. While Queen and the other girls are chatting, suddenly, a girl comes staggering out of the cornfield covered in blood and collapses. She's dead. Right after that, someone throws the severed head of their friend, the one who'd been working out, near the group. He was killed by the clown. But the people at the party still think it's all part of another prank. They assume the blood is fake and the girl is acting. But Queen kneels down and checks. The girl isn't breathing. That's when she realizes it's real. The girl holding the head panics and drops it. Panic spreads as a clown steps out of the cornfield. Everyone realizes he's the one who's been killing people. He's holding a bow and arrow and shoots a girl in the head, killing her instantly. Chaos breaks out as people run in every direction. The kids quickly lock themselves inside the party house to stay safe. But Queen is still outside, and the clown is coming after her. Just then, luckily, Ron shows up with his shotgun and shoots the clown, killing him. Everyone feels relieved for a moment, but it's not over. More clowns, 8 or 10 of them, emerge from the field. Panic returns. Ron fires again and blows off one clown's arm. The group rushes into a nearby storeroom and locks themselves in. Meanwhile, Queen's dad is in her room, feeling guilty for how harshly he scolded her that morning. He realizes he was too harsh and decides to apologize. But when they check her room, Queen isn't there, and now they're even more upset. They leave to search for her in the city. Meanwhile, the kids in the storeroom feel a bit safer knowing Ron has a shotgun, until he tells them it only has 3 bullets left. The fear returns. Suddenly, 2 clowns find the storeroom and break in. Just before they can attack, Ron shoots both clowns and kills them. Cole gets mad, saying they could have handled it without wasting 2 bullets. During the argument, it comes out that Ron and Cole used to be best friends, until something turned them against each other. The group begins looking for an escape plan. In the storeroom, they find 2 gas cylinders. Meanwhile, Queen's dad walks past his clinic and notices the lights and doors are wide open. Inside, a clown grabs Queen's dad and forces him to treat another clown, whose hand has been chopped off. It's clearly a criminal case. The clown threatens, "Your kids did this. If you don't help him, I'll kill him." So Queen's dad is forced to help. Meanwhile, the kids prepare to escape. They find a syringe and come up with a plan. Ron says he'll stay behind, open the gas cylinder, and light it to stop the clowns. Then, Ron opens the gas cylinder, tosses in a lighter, and escapes into a tunnel. The explosion injures the clowns chasing them. The kids finally feel safe and decide to head home. But before they can, the sheriff shows up and arrests Ron for carrying a shotgun. They try to explain that they were only protecting themselves from killer clowns, but the sheriff refuses to listen and takes the boys away. The girls are left behind. The girls needed a car to get home, but it was still at the party house. They decide to sneak through the cornfield to get it. Unfortunately, clowns are already in the field and start chasing them. Queen quickly comes up with a plan. They crouch down low so the clowns can't spot them. Just as one of the girls is about to scream, the others cover her mouth. But then, a clown appears behind them and grabs one of them too. They're all terrified. In a panic, Queen punches the clown hard in the face, and the girls make a run for it. But as they're escaping, one of the clowns grabs a girl and beats her so brutally that her blood splashes onto another's face. Screaming, they finally get out of the field and run into a nearby house. Upstairs, they find a phone, but it's dead. Something about this house feels very strange. Inside the house, the walls are covered with clown photos and creepy newspaper clippings, showing how the clown had murdered people. But now there are also pictures of Cole and his entire group, meaning they're the clown's next targets. They also find a creepy clown in the box. When they open it, a clown pops out. And just then, a real clown appears and stabs one of Queen's friends in the stomach. Before he can attack Queen, Queen quickly reacts. She pulls the knife from her friend's stomach and stabs the clown with it, killing him. Meanwhile, in the hospital, Queen's dad is treating one of the wounded clowns. He gives him a painkiller and asks the other clown to help. While the clown is distracted, Queen's dad grabs a pair of scissors and stabs him in the neck. As he dies, the clown says, "What you did to us, your daughter is doing to our people in the cornfield." Hearing the clown's final words, Queen's dad realizes she's in serious danger. Meanwhile, Queen finds a car and tries to drive away, but she's surrounded by clowns. They grab her and lock her in a storeroom. Inside, one clown takes off his mask. It's the sheriff. Then, one by one, the other clowns remove their masks too. And shockingly, they're all respected people in town. Some own the cafe, others the mall. Queen demands answers. Why are you killing people from your own town? Aren't you supposed to protect us? The leader steps forward. It's the mayor. Queen recognizes him immediately. He laughs and says this is their spring day tradition. The mayor mocks her, saying, "You kids never listen. You cause us problems and losses. That's why we made this tradition. Every spring day, we kill the ones who cause the most trouble. This year, Cole's group caused the most trouble," the mayor says. Queen sees Cole hanging by a noose, but he's still alive, because there's a box under his feet. She asks the mayor, "How can you do this to your own son?" He replies coldly, "Because of him, I lost my daughter. He knew she was using drugs but never told me. That's why she died." The mayor even admits they used the kids for their own gain. He confesses he burned down the corn factory for insurance and blamed it on them. Cole is shocked. "You did this? You blamed me?" He tells his dad, "You're the one who should die." The mayor laughs and claps, then gives the order to kill everyone. Just then, Queen's dad arrives, driving straight through with a car. Queen's dad crashes in, hits the box under Cole, and sets him free. He runs over 2 clowns and starts fighting the rest. Queen breaks loose and joins him in the fight. The sheriff, about to attack Queen's dad, gets distracted and goes looking for Queen. He finds a room filled with clown costumes and sees a pair of Queen's shoes under one costume. He lunges at it, But it's a trap. Queen had dressed up another clown in her shoes to trick him. She sneaks up from behind and jams a taser into his mouth, killing him with a strong electric shock. Outside, Ron shows up with his shotgun. He shoots the rope holding Cole and sets him free. By now, they've killed all the clowns. Queen runs to her dad and hugs him. They've finally survived. There's a car parked nearby. They hop in to escape. Queen gets into the driver's seat, but she hesitates. Her dad reassures her and talks her through it. Just as they're about to leave, the mayor, the last clown, appears wielding a chain. But Queen hits the gas and runs the mayor over, killing him. They survive and drive away toward the city. Everything finally returns to normal. In the post-credits scene, it's a year later. Queen's dad is about to become the new mayor, and Queen is moving to another city for college. Ron and Cole come to say goodbye and hand her a taser for protection. Queen drives off on her own. But on the road, she notices a clown box in the car. Without a second thought, she throws it out, and the movie ends.